You might hear him. That's okay. All right. So welcome. My name is Megan White. We are going to be sharing, myself and a couple of the coaches are going to be sharing about our business, about the hottest new programs and products. And I should probably share my screen so you know what the heck we're talking about here. Oop. So drop a comment if you are hopping on the live with us. If you are, if you are a guest, tag your coach and let them know you're here. There we go. Let them know you're here. And I want to hear, because so I've been a coach for 10 years. Wow, 10 years. And I was doing the programs like years before that. So the program I got started on was Turbo Jam. Very first one I ordered off an infomercial, then it was Insanity. So I want to hear, how did you get to know Beachbody? What was your first program? Are you like a way back oldie or a newbie? So mine was Turbo Jam, and I'm going to share my story here in a little bit, but I also am going to talk about how you can not only get in the best shape of your life right now, like literally tomorrow morning, if you wanted to, our hottest new programs and products, how you can get started with us and a few of the options. Not Jocelyn. I'm not Jocelyn. Why did not that save? Let's see here. Let's just swap that out. No, Jocelyn. We love you, but you're not here with us tonight. Here we go. Okay, so my name is Megan White. I'm a mama of 3. I know that's like how we always identify ourselves when we're moms. It's like, hi, I'm married and I'm a mom. But prior to becoming a mom, I was a physical therapist assistant and I worked in pediatrics. And so I absolutely loved what I did. But as you can imagine, just like being a mom, you know, I kind of got a little burnt out. I was kind of experiencing a little depression, going through some of those questions like, why do I feel so unfulfilled? I love my job. I love the people I work with, right? How many of us have that same similar story? Like, I love what I do, but is this what I'm going to be doing forever? And just, is this what it's all about? Is getting up, going to work, coming home, paying the bills, going to bed and doing it again the next day. And that was without kids. And, you know, I was slowly becoming burnt out. I had physically plateaued. I had mentally plateaued. I was buried in student loan debt. And I just had this void. Like I said, I wasn't a mom at the time, but I knew that when I did become a mom, I knew that I wanted to be able to take a forever maternity leave. And I just was one of those people that, like, I knew deep in my gut, like I was meant for something bigger, something more. And I didn't know what that was. I had no clue what that looked like. I didn't know what path that would take me on or what vessel I would use to get to where I wanted to go. But when I was younger, my mom was a nurse and she still is a nurse, and she worked crazy hours. And for any healthcare workers on right now, you know how exhausting and up and down and taxing emotionally, and just almost just demonizing how it can feel to not only be on such a wacky schedule, but yes, your job's rewarding, but she missed so much of mine and my sister's childhood. And she was not able to drop us off for school and pick us up and make every single sporting event and every single school event. You know, I was one of those kids that would look out in the crowd and I would hopefully see my grandma and grandpa, but I knew that, and my parents were divorced, and my dad lived in a different town. So him coming to a weekday school event wasn't really possible. But I knew my mom was at work and I knew she was working as hard as she could to provide for us. But I remember from a very young age thinking, I don't want to miss a thing with my kids. I don't want to have to live and breathe and work so hard for my paycheck to pay for it to go to somebody else to take care of my kids and still be living paycheck to paycheck. I wanted to take a forever maternity leave, and I didn't know what that was, what it looked like, but I knew that was a goal of mine. My first Beachbody workout, I was absolutely hooked. Turbo Jam. What is up? I love Turbo. It's my drug. And I felt amazing doing the workout. And I was just doing it by myself in my living room, small little area. But the trainer, the cast members in the program, like I was pushed, I was challenged, my body changed. I lost 10 pounds in my first 30 days. And I felt amazing. There was a nutrition program to follow, and I followed that. And I felt incredible. A year later, or not a year later, well, yeah, actually, about a year later, I was invited to a webinar just like this, invited by my coach. And I was listening to my coach's story and my coach's story. And I thought, you know what? I can recommend these programs because of how they make me feel. I was hooked. I was obsessed. I wanted every woman to feel how I was feeling. I wanted everyone to feel so good about themselves and have confidence and just take their life back from the inside out. And I knew that I could recommend these amazing products because geek over here, I had done my research. Of course, I was into fitness for like 15 years. I had researched every program, every product, yada, yada, yada. And I'm a geek about that stuff, but I love it. And I knew I could get behind it because it's quality, just incredible, clinically studied products. And so after 2 years, I was able to quit my full-time job. I got pregnant a year later, and I was able to take that forever maternity leave. And it meant the world to me. I continued using the products every single day. I've had 3 babies. I have gained 50 pounds with every pregnancy, lost 50 pounds with every pregnancy. I've paid off my student loan debt like 7 to 10 years earlier than estimated. And I've been able to pay for those things that we had to second guess and discuss and think about and argue about and not be able to do when I was a kid. Activities, gifts, sports, my kids' different health things that they've gone through, my own functional health journey that I've been on, my husband's. And it's just been such a huge weight lifted off of our shoulders to not have to think about financially prioritizing our family's health. And that's been the biggest thing. We moved into our dream home, farm dream home on 9 acres. I got 20 chickens and a dog. And yes, that's my life. And I love it. And, this business, more than anything, all the time and money has been amazing. Watching my kids, grow up from babies, not missing a beat, not having to say no to anything, being there for anything. I get to be a mom first. But more than that, I have found me again. I have found my fire again. I have found that growth and that personal, inner excitement and joy. And, I didn't mention this, but I went through significant depression, postpartum depression and anxiety, and still battled just a wacky nervous system. And this business, had I not had this community and these women and the support and the tools and the programs and the nutrition, I would not have been able to pick myself back up, pull myself out of where I was at, and feel my absolute best. So I don't know if you can relate to that, but if you can, let me know below, because I just want you to know that you are absolutely not alone. Who is Beachbody? Beachbody is you probably know them as fitness, starting way back in 1998 when Carl Deichler and John Pognon teamed up and created Beachbody. And we became Team Beachbody in 2017. And Shakeology was birthed in 2010. So they said, hey, instead of putting our products and programs on a shelf, let's give our customers the chance to be compensated because they're doing the work, they're sharing their story, they're inspiring other people, and let's share this with the masses and help the whole world live healthy and fulfilling lives. And that's what they did. They put the hands into us as their customers and continued creating amazing programs, amazing products. If you recognize a few that you've done on there, let me know. Again, mine was Turbo Jam. I did Slim and Six. I had Rev Abs. They're just oldies, but dang, they were so good. And in 2015, we went digital with Beachbody On Demand. So everything is in our nice, cute little app, Body, which you'll hear me talk about. You can track everything, your stats, your weight, your before and afters. You can connect with your coach. It's amazing. Everything went digital. And that's the times that we're moving in. So as you know, we're fitness from day one, but we have also become the most amazing nutrition program oriented company with our Shakeology, our To Be Mindset, our Portion Fix, our Ultimate Portion Fix. There is literally something for everybody. No restrictions, no diets, no nothing. And it's amazing. So this is the Body live interactive platform. This is separate than BOD. So BOD, Beachbody On Demand, is our program platform. Body is our live interactive platform. So this is where you can hop on. Let's say you have the bike or you're off of the bike and you want to take a class. You can sign up for a class. And at that time slot, whatever time slot you want, and hop on and do it with the trainer live. A lot of them are pre-recorded. There'll be a section during the day where it's live classes. You can hop on and be part of the podcast, which you see in the screen here with the people in the background. I don't know about you, but I love being in the podcast because I push way, way, way harder and I can't slack. So this is a separate membership, separate platform, but again, it's all in that little app and it makes it so smooth and so amazing. And that's where our bike, which I'll mention a little bit later, comes into play too. So what makes us unique? We are the top fitness and nutrition wellness industry in the world. We are the most innovative and we are just getting started. Fitness, nutrition, but we also have community and we have support. So you heard me mention Shakeology. Shakeology is not just a protein powder, which a lot of people compare it to, and they think, you know, oh, I can get a $40 bag of protein powder from GNC. So, you know, why is this so expensive? Well, it's not a protein powder. It has protein in it, up to 17, 18 grams of protein per serving, very low calorie, low carb, low sugar. But what makes Shakeology so unique is that it has over 70 superfood ingredients that you just can't get in your normal everyday diet unless you took $300 worth of supplements every single month. So it has the vitamins and minerals, it has the protein and the amino acids, it has the antioxidants, the pre and probiotics, the digestive enzymes. So it's going to help repair and heal your gut. I experienced from IBS, which is just like spastic bowel, like irritable bowel, stomach issues in high school and into college. And I just thought like, okay, well, that just is normal. Like, that's just how I am. And then I started drinking Shakeology 10, 11 years ago. And I realized, I can feel way better. And my gut doesn't always have to be bloated. And I can be regular now for 11 years. Like clockwork. I said what I said. You don't have to feel crappy and your gut doesn't have to feel crappy. This might be your missing link like it is for so many people. And yes, all of our supplements have gone through clinical studies. They have all gone through blind placebo clinical studies, and it is I mean, the numbers speak for themselves. Like it just speaks for themselves. And so over here, 8 reasons to start drinking Shakeology. More than just a protein shake. It can help you absolutely curb cravings. Low glycemic, so great with people for diabetes. It's not going to like spike your blood sugar and then make it crash. It helps you keep an even blood sugar, so you feel good. You have energy, natural energy. It helped me curb my cravings. I'm somebody that could eat all day long, and no, you shouldn't eat all day long, but Shakeology filled those gaps of what my body was craving. It's literally the quickest thing ever. I think the fastest I've ever blended a shake has been like 45 seconds. And that's with adding things. So it's easy, it's convenient, it's the best thing you can put in your body all day long. And just like me, just like you'll hear from Andrea and Stacy, we're just real people. Like we are just everyday real people, nothing fancy. You don't have to have a degree or know or have, anything. You just have to use the products and believe in yourself and borrow that belief from us when you're starting your journey, just like all of these people have. So Andrea, I'm going to turn it over to you so you can share.
You know what I love when we go through the before and afters is that sometimes you look at before and afters on other products and testimonials and things, and you're like, is that the same person? But ours, you can totally tell. But the one thing that is the common link is everyone's smile and how much they're smiling, their confidence change. And you can see, even if they're smiling in the first one, like it radiates out of them, how happy they are. And I think that was truly what changed for me. I did a reel actually on it today. So, but like Megan said, I'm Andrea. I identify as a mom and a wife as well. I'm also a dental hygienist. I used to work 3 to 4 days a week, and now I've been able to cut it back to 2, which is just part of my coaching story. But for years, ever since I was young, I grew up looking at the covers of 17 magazine and Cosmo and Teen Beat and like all these things that told me what I was supposed to look like. And I tried to fit in this little box for myself but I told my husband, I said, I think it was by 3rd grade, I had a warped image of what I was supposed to be and what my body looked like. And that continued through high school into college. And, everyone usually is like, oh, I would love to go back to high school or college. I looked so good. I do not want to go back to that ever because I didn't have a healthy relationship with that, with myself, with food, with fitness. I viewed it as a punishment, something that I just didn't want any part of it. If you saw me running, you better run too, because there's like a scary clown behind me. Something bad is going down. And now, because of the positive influence that this has had, when someone's like, have you worked out today? I'm like, I have, but I'll do it with you. And that would have never been the case. So I have lost 70 pounds 3 times. So before, the picture on the left, I was at least over 200 pounds. I stopped getting on the scale because of how I felt. I didn't know what my true weight was, but I knew that I was very uncomfortable in my own skin. And my skin hurt because I had put on so much weight and had such a poor relationship with nutrition. And then tried and struggled through different home programs, different diets and fads, until one of my girlfriends introduced me to Turbo Fire. And I fell in love. And there was something about that trainer on the other side telling me that I could do it. And I believed her. There was something different about our trainers, that they connect through to you, even through a screen, that makes you want to just keep coming back. And then, funny as it is, Megan and I have never been on a call together, but I went to my very first live event and met Megan there. and we were able to do Turbo Fire. And I found the community that I'd been looking for my whole life that just loved me no matter what size I was. And I kept coming back, and that I kept looking for, I keep finding more and more. I don't have to look hard. There's new something all the time, but like coming back to new experiences and new ways of fitness until I just found myself. And along the way, I found myself, and I found out how I learned how to fuel my body and to eat healthy and to view fitness as a celebration of my life and of my body, and not to try and punish it. Through things like Turbo Fire, I drink my shake every single day. My day is not complete until I have my shake. I just don't feel good. I'll end up in the pantry eating everything and like snacking, trying to fulfill that need, those vitamins and minerals and things that Shakeology fills within me. And been able to not only lose the weight, but I think the biggest thing is to keep it off in a healthy, balanced way. And that's really what this gives you. And it's not a diet. And that's why it works, that it's not a diet. It's not a short-term thing. It's something that you can do for a lifetime because of the continued programs that come out. There's always something new and exciting. And I, for one, am always excited for a new challenge, a new opportunity to try something new. So I hope that you will be too. I can't hear you, Megan.
I'm like talking like, can you remember back when we went to that first event? Yeah. All right. So, whoops. I think I unmuted you. Okay. All right. So let's talk about our groups, how you can get started with us. A lot of us run BOD groups on our app, on our phone, and you can access them there. Easy, fun, community, friendship, daily accountability. You get everything. We also run Facebook groups, which is awesome too. It's just a different platform. If you don't have Facebook, BOD groups are amazing. And it's the accountability that was lacking for me that I needed when I started my journey. So how can you join us? You can join us as a customer and get the fitness only. I don't recommend it. I'll just be honest. I don't recommend just doing the fitness because you only get the fitness, right? And as your coach, and I know your coach would agree too, we want to set you up for success. We want to set you up to have all of the tools in your toolbox, not just one. So the fitness only, you get BOD for a year, and this is the $99 a year package. So you do get the access to all of the programs. You get access to the nutrition. It's all digital. You will get 30 days of BODY free to trial. And if you want to stick with that membership, then that will be billed in month 2. So fitness only, customer membership, $99 a year, averages out to be about $8 a month. Customer membership number 2, this is your fitness and nutrition. So this is if you just want to be a customer, you don't want a discount, anything like that. This includes what I just said, the BOD for a year, but you also get 30 days of Shakeology. And then you also get a lot of other fun little things like the Portion Fix containers to go with the meal plan. I've used the Portion Fix containers for like 7 years now. I love them. They are like clockwork, and it's helped me lose 50 pounds. You get the band, the shaker cup, 30 days of Shakeology as part of your meal plan and nutrition, and then also those 30 days of BODY for free. So that is the $160, and that covers everything. And it's like, you can see here, it's valued over $500. Like, it's just insane, the prices that we bundled together for you guys, or I should say Beachbody for us. So the customer membership, and as the fitness and nutrition, you can see how it's just all broken down here for you. And your coach can go over this with you too, if you want to see kind of like the breakdown of it. But it's seriously like insane if you were to pay a personal trainer for nutrition plans and for the workouts, and like, it's It's insane. So you can also get started as a coach. And this is how I got started. This is how Andrea got started. This is how Stacy got started. We all got started as a coach because number one, well, hello, we wanted a 25% discount on the products. And I knew like my family would benefit from Shakeology. Like I want the best for my family. And yeah, it felt a little weird being like, hey mom, you should try this shake because it's going to help you get healthier. But you get if you want to share with other people, you get a 25 to 40% commission on the products. So you get compensated for sharing, for using the products yourself, and inspiring other people and inviting other people. So you can earn vacations. We have an annual coach meetup. It really is, again, the accountability I needed to show up because I knew if I wasn't a coach, I didn't have to do it, right? But you have to lead from the front when you're a coach. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but you got to do it. So coaches are, you can see Andrea down there. Coaches are just real people like myself who just worked out from home. It was so convenient, especially when you have 3 kids, that are just on their journey and on their journey with other people. So we are a global company. We have expanded into Canada. We've expanded into UK. My kids are home. You can probably hear them. I love my kids. I love my kids. I love my kids. We've expanded into France, and we're the profitable over $1 billion company. And we're the #1 company in the industry. You can also get started as a coach affiliate with the customer membership. So you earn your monthly products for free. You have the chance to do that. Or you can start a side gig. You might love your job. You might never want to quit your job. Great. You might have bills piled up over your eyeballs, like I did. You might have kids to take care of, and you might feel like you're just living paycheck to paycheck and you're just going to work to get by. This could offer you some extra cash in your pocket where you don't have to say no to the things you don't want to, or maybe you want to pay off your student loan debt, all of it, because it's so much. So, and you get all of your same thing, Shakeology, Body 30 days for free, and BOD on demand. So I'm going to share, hold on. I couldn't load her picture because, that's Andrea. Hold on. Oh no, where did you go? Oh, hold on, I lost it. For crying out loud. Hold on, Stacy, where did you go? Stacy, where are you? Okay, we'll go from here. Okay, go from here, girl.
Hey, you guys, my name is Stacy. I'm a mom of 2 from Minnesota. Before coaching, I was a quitter. I was the girl buying all the DVDs. I would try all the free YouTube workout videos. I would be consistent for a week, maybe 2, and then I would fall off. Have you ever been like that? You get all hyped up. You think you're going to get all these amazing results. Then life throws you a curveball, right? The kids stop sleeping, you're working longer hours, whatever it is. I knew I needed the accountability of coaching. I needed this to be something I wouldn't quit. I needed the hype of other coaches pulling me, dragging me in the trench. I needed that accountability. I was also working 40 to 50 hours a week, completely burnt out, exhausted. As a mom, I felt like I was just rushing through the day, rushing to nap time so I could put my feet up, rushing the weekends, trying to do all the things. I never felt like I was actually living. Have you ever felt like that? I needed more passion. I needed more fire. So one night, I had been watching my coach for 9 months. She had invited me. I had ghosted her. I ignored her messages. I ignored her. Because how could I coach? I couldn't even coach myself. But I was crying to my husband after another post went up on Facebook, another picture that I was tagged in that I hated. I hated the way I looked, hated the way I felt. I was crying to my husband, why can't I just be motivated? Why can't I just have the willpower, right? We blame ourselves. And he looked at me and he said, what if you just tried it? what if you just tried it? That night I was up with my son. It was 3 a.m. I messaged my coach. I was like, I'm in. Give it to me all. Let's go. I had no idea what I was doing, but within a week, people were coming to me asking me, what's going on? Why do you have so much more energy? You seem like you're glowing. I dropped 4 pounds of bloat the first week, but I gained back so much more. I gained back my confidence. I gained back my fire, and I was so consistent. And all I did was, after sharing what I was doing, we plugged them into my coaches' groups. I didn't run my own groups. I didn't know what I was doing. All I knew was that I felt good and I wanted to share this with everyone. And that's how the ripple effect started. I helped 3 people the first month, and then people started asking them what they were doing. So we just plugged them into my coaches group and never ran my own groups for an entire year. And that, when my husband, he was a complete skeptical of the coaching part of it. But when the paycheck started coming in, he asked me, what in the world? How are you making money? I was like, and because of coaching, I was able to cut down on my hours at work, go part-time, and actually be home with my babies, now 2 of them, be home with them during the day and be a present mom. Instead of analyzing how I looked and how I felt, I can actually be present. Because of coaching last year, I took my family on my paycheck to Disney, which is a long dream of mine. And I know we wouldn't have been able to afford that for several years. So I'm so grateful that I said yes. And I ask you, what if you just tried it?
Oh, that gave me chills, like it always does. I love hearing your story. Thank you so much for sharing. All right. So like Stacey was saying, she had no clue what she was doing, or what to do, but she knew that she needed it. And if you want something different, you got to do something different, right? So here are the options that I'll just recap for you quick. Number 1, fitness only. Number 2, the fitness and the nutrition. And number 3, sign up as an affiliate, get a discount, have the option. It's not required, but have the option to earn a side income, big or small, whatever. Start small and see where it goes. And you can sign up for free with your pack, Total Solution Pack. You do get 30 days of body for free. And then you also get in on the new programs, new products. You have first dibs on those as well. And it's really the best bang for your buck if you're looking at it from a financial standpoint. So I just kind of want to ask you, and I remember my coach asking me this when I got started, is what would you do with? And I never really took it seriously because I didn't have the extra $100 per week. I didn't have the extra $500 per week or per month. But what would you do with an extra dogs? Ugh. What would you do with an extra $100 a week? Like, what would that mean for your family? For me, I didn't share this either at the beginning, but I just thought of it when I was talking about the extra money a week. But like, for me, it was putting gas in my car, and it was getting groceries. It was those little things. It was paying a bill on time, because I was the person that I had barely just enough where I didn't put gas in my car until I absolutely had to. Like, I was on the side of the road out of gas and had to call my dad to come put some gas in my car so I could get to the gas station. Like, I was that paycheck to paycheck person. And I was pinching pennies, not wanting to give it up because I didn't know when, like, I would get more of it or accumulate a savings. And so for me, it was those little things. And now, having 3 kids and a dog and, a hobby farm and all those things, it's like, that is a lot for some people, and it's a lot for us no matter where we're at in our lives. So what would an extra $500 a week look like for you? Let's even say $300 a week, because I think that's a lot. An extra $300 a week. Like, you help a couple people a month in this business as a coach, and you're making possibly $12,000 extra dollars in 1 year, $10,000 to $12,000. That's what I made my first year, doing the absolute bare minimum, not having a clue what I did or how I even did it or what. I just used the products, worked on myself first and foremost. And I knew that I wanted to change my life. Like, I didn't want to do this because I wanted to make a lot of money off of other people. I did it because I wanted to change my own life. I wanted to work on myself. I wanted to become the best person I could be so I could be the best wife and mom I could be. And I didn't want to keep pouring from an empty cup, mentally, physically, financially. I just didn't want to do it anymore. I was so sick and tired of it. And I knew that what I was doing was not going to get me to where I wanted to go. So if you want something different, you've got to do something different. And we help you every single step of the way. Every step of the way. We have live new coach training calls. We have team calls. We have collaborations. We have everything that you could think of to get started, an entire seamless system that you literally plug into to start sharing the business and to start inviting people. But it starts with you, and it starts with wanting more for yourself. So thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you for your time tonight. Oh, by the way, we are doing a giveaway. So I have a couple samples here of my favorite Hype juice. And then another favorite of mine, which is the kind of like non-caffeinated, because I could literally be on a drip all day long, non-caffeinated drink that I love. And then I got a cute little tank and a headband to match, and it says, "Prove it to yourself." I love that saying. I should stamp it on everything. So we'll do a drawing for that. So make sure that you are commenting, interacting, tagging your coach, tagging somebody, one of us girls, and we'll do a drawing. And we hope to see you on our team. Thanks, guys.